Hello everyone and welcome to the final Crown Royal Truck Series test session of the season, live from the Road America Road Course in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. 34 teams have come out to the final test of the season, with 34 drivers looking to get some speed and some tests out for the truck's first time at Road America. First driver out all the way up front here. We can find him. There he is. That's Ryan Butcher for Shade Burkhart Racing. Behind him is Jay Jefferson in the 48. The 83 this week, Matt Sladek, the road course ringer for Shade Burkhart Racing. Behind them is Maxwell Fye in the 16. The 27, that's Stephen Wallace Jr. Dusty Neal in the 97. Zachary Fitzwater in the 59. But there is the first look at the new Merc truck, the Mercedes team. That is Ethan Head and the 17 Outside Line Sim Racing team. They're going to run into the back of Zachary Fitzwater, already getting aggressive on the opening drive here. There's Tib Foster. He has won at Road America before. Behind them is the 72, that is Matthew Brown. The 36 of Alex Kraft also out here, as well as Brady Burkhart. You got the 8, that's Eli Bright. The 20, Matty Porta. Cody Goforth in the 24, Kukulon in the 12, Nicky Morris in the 7, Friesen Curtis right behind, as well as Jordan Forbes in the 76 this week for Ford Performance Racing. Also further back, that's Gatlin Downey. You got the 84, Jake Galloway. The 91 of Logan Cloud. The 82, that is Irving Allison. Nathan Stapleton in the 49, Alex Fletcher in the 21. Peter Onjak there. There's Mike Cook in the 89 for Shepherd Racing. They're bringing him out this week for Road America, as well as William Duncan back in that number 29. But it will be Ryan Butcher leading us down the front straightaway. Jay Jefferson right behind him. Matt Sladek as well right there. Maxwell Fye and the rest as they come on around. We have 30 minutes in this test session. A lot of drivers going to... a lot of drivers trying to get that last minute TUP, last minute experience on track before we head off for the season. About a couple guys that have not been in testing yet that we want to make some mentions of. We'll go ahead through the field here, take a quick look at that. William Duncan in the 29, driving for Ditech Racing this season for the brand new Toyota team, but he is a veteran of the NSDCA, has driven in the Mountain Dew Custom Series before with Ditech last season in the number 6 Saya Ford. Now Duncan switching to Toyota this season and will be driving this number 29 truck for a handful of races for team owner Alex Benyako. The 29 team has been doing the best that they can, but this is their first test. Mostly have been focusing on the Mountain Dew Custom Series program. However, Shade Burkhart Racing working to get this team up and started in the Crown Royal Truck Series. The team will not run full season, but the 29 doing his best to take off and go around this track as best as he can. Looking further back, Stephen Wallace Jr. hasn't been in many of these tests for North Border Motorsports. Of course, the new satellite team to Diego Yepes Incorporated, the 27 team, coming out strong for this one. Getting that support from Diego Yepes is a big priority for this team this season, trying to grow them into a top team. This Ford team, though, Stephen Wallace Jr., was bought off of Cloud Foster Racing operations for this season. He will be making some laps in that 27. Looking further back, Ethan Head, the new Mercedes truck, is out for 2020, and Ethan Head is the pioneer for it. Mercedes Autosport is not running that strong or that long of a schedule this season, but will be at the Crown Royal 300 at Daytona next week. Now, Ethan Head, it's been a long and strenuous journey for the 17 team. After last season's Indianapolis test, he was the other one in that incident with Riley Spurley Tube that cost him half a season due to injury. The 17 team, he's right now 4th quickest, but he's trying to rebuild what he lost last season. The 68 team and the 17 team in the trucks did absolutely nothing. Larry Hagan joined Outside Line Sim Racing. They swapped the number to the 34. They did well, but not good enough to keep these two trucks going. They had a very large amount of debt last season, and now they are trying to rebuild. They have sold everything except this Mercedes truck and hoping to have Mercedes Autosport help them in their transition to the Crown Royal Truck Series. Zachary Fitzwater and Tib Foster, two road course ringers. They are both looking to get some good laps in here and put themselves on top of the charts. Fitzwater in this 59, of course, the Australian native. He is looking for possibly his final season in the NSDCA. It has been 5 years that he has been driving and done very well with. But the 59 team this year, Sauber Racing with a brand new truck. Fitzy just hoping that his first full-time season in the CRTS will be able to be fruitful. He only has one career win. That is at Mosport in Season 1 of the Crown Royal Truck Series. No wins in 4 years of the Mountain Dew Custom Series. And we go. Zachary Fitzwater in the 59. He is looking to get some moves done. Tib Foster in the 40 as well. Back here, second fastest right now for Anjado. A great run there for Tib Foster, and he won this race in season number 3 of the Mountain Dew Custom Series. Tib Foster's Ram 1500 from Anjado, looking to be strong at the road courses. This is why Peter saved him for the 2 road courses. The Roval and Road America are what he is driving in this testing session, but will be driving full time. And there he goes into the sand trap, and that's going to be wide. Will he keep it out of the wall? Yes, he will. A great control. One other truck is off at the back, and that's Alex Kraft. They both go wide through the sand. They're going to come back out. Now Brady Burkhart in the 99 is going to be able to clear Kraft, but 2 drivers wide in the carousel at Road America. Heartbreak there for both of those guys, but now they're going to be learning how to drive off-road. I guess there is 2 Texas Star that is not Riley Sperlitube. That's Matty Porta in the 20 there. Porta also a very strong road course ringer, looking for his first truck win this season for Sauber. He will be leading the Sauber team for this year. Looking further back through the field, there's DJ Curtis in the number 5. He's driving for Diego Yepes Incorporated. He is looking to finally put his name into the Crown Royal Truck Series chase. Last season, got 2 wins in his 4 starts in the DYI Part-Time 13. That is what this 5 truck is. And now, DJ Curtis looking to try to bring this team some more victories, put themselves in the chase, and possibly go on to win a title. 2 wins last season in just 4 starts puts him as the top rookie prospect, but the top move in the garage area, one of the 2 top moves, I should say, goes to Carter Friesen from Pedal to Metal Racing, a team that was on its last legs, just 1 truck all the time. It's really only been Carter because no one else has driven that well for P2M. He moves to Diego Yepes Incorporated. Now Carter in the 85 coming down into turn 1. He's looking to do good. Matt Sladek has topped the charts with Zachary Fitzwater, Logan Cloud, Matty Porta, and that guy right there, DJ Curtis, your top 5. Going further back, there is Jordan Forbes in the 76 for Ford Performance Racing. He is driving this Ford just for the 1 race. He drives for Butcher Gatorade Motorsports in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series and will be driving at Homestead this coming weekend. Jordan Forbes in the 76. It's not really gonna look that strong here. Though at Road America has been some of his best finishes. He drove 3 seasons for the Evernham number 79 and mostly at the road courses. Road America really showing his speed, taking top 10 runs, but I don't think he actually scored a top 10 in his career so far. He will be moving to Butcher Gatorade Motorsports for a full-time run, but no word if he will ever be back up in the Mountain Dew Custom Series or Crown Royal Truck Series outside of the road courses. Downey going on through. There's Jake Galloway, Logan Cloud, Irving Allison, Nathan Stapleton further back there. Alex Fletcher, a driver that we haven't talked about in the CRTS broadcasts, but a driver well known for the Mountain Dew Custom Series efforts for this season. He is taking over the iconic number 48 in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, the championship winning team from last season with Jake Galloway. Fletcher was the controversial move over Larry Hagan to get that 48 seat. And Nathan Stapleton stalls himself on track. Local yellows going out there, and Stapleton, his season just really not kicking off to a good start. But Alex Fletcher in the 21, he's looked at as the championship favorite for Texas Star Racing in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, and an unstoppable ride, but will he be able to keep up with the equipment and keep up with the veterans in the Mountain Dew Custom Series? We'll just have to wait and see. Ryan Butcher has gone to the top of the charts. Back here, though, Mike Cook, the Shepherd Racing driver for the Mountain Dew Custom Series. He's driving the Racing for Jesus 89. This is the exact truck he'll be driving at both super speedways this season, possibly some more. But Mike Cook and the 89 team, they're looking very strong in the Mountain Dew Custom Series. It's been a bit of an equipment shakeup. The 19 team does not have the top equipment, is now the 89 on Shepherd Racing, but they are still looking to prove their worth and go on, possibly win some races. Mike Cook, a driver who skipped out the Mountain Dew Custom Series last season, now driving just 2 races in the trucks instead of a full campaign, struggled last year, but will be coming back strong. One thing to note, though, he is part of the Toyota Dominance, Ditech Motorsports. Shepherd Racing, Shade Burkhart Racing, Toyota Racing Development. They have a lot of strong teams there, and they're all working together. As you see, the top 3 now, Shade Burkhart Racing, Ryan Butcher 0.2 of a second quicker than teammate Irving Allison and Matt Sladek. There he is right there, Ryan Butcher putting up the fastest lap of testing so far. A great run for the 00 team, doing very well for the Toyota team. He's happy to move to Shade Burkhart Racing after driving for Butcher Gatorade Motorsports all his career. 3 wins in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, as well as, I believe, 2 in the Crown Royal Truck Series. However, he has not won since Bristol. He's come close at Watkins Glen multiple times, but now with a team that is going to help provide him a championship-winning truck. The 16 team is strong, very strong for most of the year, but right now it does not look like it's going to happen. For that 16 team. Maxwell Fye, the rookie, in that 16, very fast but not consistent. He has not been able to put down consistent laps in testing so far in any of the test sessions, but he has put up some strong times. Now Ryan Butcher, he has to focus on not driving that 16 but helping it survive while he drives for the 00 team. He's looking for a race win this season, trying to snap almost a 2-year losing streak in the 00. Christian Vargas and the GMC teams, the last time we saw him, he was last in testing. This time the honor goes to Stephen Wallace Jr. Vargas, 27th quick. So I guess a little bit faster on these road courses, but still the GMC team is struggling. They have pretty much no help outside of pedal-to-metal racing. Every other team is a big back marker. Now the 08 team. Right now they are 27th quickest, but Vargas trying his best to improve the team. A little wide there, very wide there through the kink, but he is ready for this season, happy to be back in a truck ride. He drove for this team last year before they had to shut down, and then he was a journeyman. He'll be driving some Mountain Dew Custom Series races, but the 08 team doing their best to start this team anew. Alex Kraft moves himself to second on the board, putting SBR and Sauber Racing Team, all of the top 5, a great run there. Stephen Wallace Jr., the slowest on track. We'll go ahead, take another look around Ethan Head. Matthew Brown in the 72. That is another team that has been at the back of most of the testing sessions. But right now, it looks like he's really improved, up to 11th quickest in testing. A great performance for Matthew Brown and that GMC Sierra team. Right now, Brown, 11th quickest is fantastic, but just too low for that upgrade point bonus. They are hoping that Speed Weeks will go well for them. A non-chartered, brand new team, I should add, with GMC. Last season, it was Smart Motorsports' run with Ford and that 52 that they sold off to Diego Yepes Incorporated. Brown trying to drive very strong on the road courses. He's up in the 11th position on speed. DJ Curtis back down pit road as we go back around. Doesn't look like there's too many battles on track, but there are some guys going single file. There's Nathan Stapleton. Got that backup truck out after the engine expired on the Ram 49 here. Now he's chasing down Maxwell Fye. Nathan Stapleton was the fastest in the Roval testing earlier this offseason. Now he sits 20th quick. So it looks like only one road course he was good at. Stapleton for Mid-South Automotive is trying to bring up a strong career. 0 career wins in the NSDCA. He's driven for PNC Racing, which folded at the end of the season. He tried with Jones Racing Inc. before, but was knocked out because of sponsor conflicts with AJ Jones and JRI. Stapleton back on Mid-South Automotive, but not with a team that's very strong. This is a brand new truck for the 49 team. It's not that fast, so Stapleton's going to have to really drive it this season, try to get himself inside that chase conversation. He is one of the drivers we're thinking that might finish outside of the top 30 even, behind some of the open trucks that are really trying to contend. Stapleton in this 49, he's trying to hang on, trying to get noticed by other teams, as this is just a one-season contract with Mid-South Automotive. Many trucks down pit road. Matty Porta pulling back out. He's 10th quickest, so not really up to speed here at Road America. He never really showed potential at RA. But if you remember, back in, I believe it was season number 2, he and Nathan Stapleton got into a very heated argument after the race. got together, and they were all spinning around there. Matty Porta, he's strong at road courses. Road America, not the one we always think of. Mosport was pretty strong, but Watkins Glen is usually his bread and butter, just cannot get a win there. Has not won in the Crown Royal Truck Series yet, even though we've visited a ton of road courses he's been up front at. But if you remember, back in Season 1 with Alex Kraft, that's when both of those drivers wrecked off on lap 1 after Porta started on the pole. Sauber Racing Team looking to be a new rebirth for the for the Italian driver of this number 20, hoping to get it done this time. 14 minutes left in testing. Let's go ahead and do a quick rundown of the top 10 we see so far. Ryan Butcher, a very strong lap of a 2:05.3. He's the only driver in the 05.3 range. Alex Kraft sits second. A road course ringer himself, has driven at Road America countless times. He is doing very strong, second quickest. Third and fourth, two SBR drivers and the two rookies. Well, not the two rookies. Irving Allison in the 82, but Matt Sladek is a rookie to the Crown Royal Truck Series, but is competing for the Mountain Dew Custom Series Rookie of the Year. He sits fourth quickest. Zachary Fitzwater for Sauber Racing Team, a fantastic performance right now, fifth quick. Tib Foster, a past winner of Road America, is sixth. Riley Spurleytube, a very strong driver and an open truck this season, seventh. Logan Cloud sits eighth for the GMC Pedal to Metal Racing Team. Ninth is Jake Galloway. 10th was Matty Porta. It looks like someone moved up, and it was the guy we are watching. William Duncan posts the seventh quickest time in that Ditech number 29. That is a fantastic performance for that team right now, and a very fast lap for Duncan. It looks like they hit a setup perfectly. So he moves up into seventh. Now, as we said, Galloway 11th, Porta 12th. So Nathan Stapleton, we were talking about him before. Let's see if we can find him real quick as we cycle through the field. But Stapleton just posted a top 10 run. Right now, 10th quickest. I guess he is pretty strong at road courses. Up to 10th. So Nathan Stapleton might be a dark horse at the road courses for Mid-South Automotive. Austin Murray, of course, the main driver for Mid-South Automotive. But Stapleton might not be slacking on these road courses. Looking back, Galloway and Porta 11th and 12th. DJ Curtis in his first test of the offseason is 13th. Matthew Brown sits 14th. The Texas Star Racing guys getting a little racy up there. That is Colton Lane in 15th for the 14. That's Mid-South Automotive's part-time truck. Cloud Foster Racing Operations sits 16th. Jay Jefferson, the owner of Texas Star Racing, 17th. Maxwell Fye sits 18th. Christian Vargas has moved up to 19th, so a great run for Vargas. And sitting in 20th, that is Ethan Head. 21st is Brady Burkhart, not putting a very strong run down. 22nd, Dusty Neal. 23rd, Sebastian Kukulon. 24th, Peter Onjak. 25th, Gatlin Downey. 26th, it's Stephen Wallace Jr. 27th is the 7th team of Nicky Morris. Matty Porta's going wide. All the road course ringers were praising how good the road course guys are. Porta, Foster, and Kraft have all gone wide at the carousel, so either they are pushing hard or they're really not good at these road courses. Or that team's just not hitting the setup. Now they are about to go three wide down the long straightaway here. Maxwell Fye looking for a big dive bomb on Alex Fletcher into Canada corner. Now Stapleton's three wide. What are we doing in testing, guys? They're getting racy back here for the cameras. But Porta went wide. Now everyone racing together. These guys all very strong drivers. Fye, Galloway, and Stapleton running for the Crown Royal Truck Series title. Alex Fletcher running for the Mountain Dew Custom Series title. But where were we? Nicky Morris in 26th for Rockstar Energy Racing. Stephen Wallace Jr. 27th. Eli Bright, a very slow 28th. Carter Friesen 29th. Now, we thought that he was very slow at the Roval until he shot up into the top 5 in the final stages, so he could be up there at the end. 30th is Jordan Forbes. 31st is the 89 of Mike Cook. That is to be expected, a brand new Shepherd Racing truck given to them by Toyota. 32nd is the 01 of Anthony Lehman. 33rd, Cody Goforth. And 34th is actually Alex Fletcher. So the question is Fletcher just not ready for these trucks, or is it the equipment that is carrying him to top speeds in the Mountain Dew Custom Series testing? We'll have to wait and see for Daytona. But Fletcher in that 21, he's looking to give Texas Star Racing a brand new prospect after their driver Jake Galloway has finally graduated to the Crown Royal Truck Series. Galloway, your season champion from last year in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, and a nail-biter to the end against Austin Johnson and Colton Lane, two drivers who have returned to the Mountain Dew Custom Series this season. Speaking of the MDCS, you have a lot of new faces. Alex Fletcher is going to be a contender. Larry Hagan has taken the step down. He's going to be fighting for a Mountain Dew Custom Series title with Texas Star Racing as well. But the drivers who were the talk of the garage last season, Galloway, Johnson, Lane, Benyako, Reed, Stephen Wallace Jr., only 3 of them are competing for the Mountain Dew Custom Series title. The other 3 driving full-time for the CRTS, but Stephen Wallace Jr. running in both. That could be costly to Stephen Wallace Jr. If we can go find him, I believe that is Jordan Forbes. If we can find the 27 real quick. There's a lot of black Fords out on the track. Here's Christian Vargas is going after Dusty Neal, but there is Stephen Wallace Jr. It is worrying for this young driver to be taking a Crown Royal Truck Series full-time ride so soon. Last season, he did get a win at South Boston in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, but that doesn't mean much. This team really started struggling at the end of the year and fell out of championship contention. North Border Motorsports, as we said, is a brand new team run by team owner Bobo Jones as a satellite to Diego Yepes Incorporated. Now, Yepes, a very good team owner, has a championship, is your defending champion, I should say, in the Crown Royal Truck Series, but Stephen Wallace Jr. and this 2017, it's brand new, a brand new driver to the trucks, a brand new driver, a brand new team to the trucks as well, and a driver who was strong in the Mountain Dew Custom Series, but not as strong as he could have been. The question is, should he have focused on the Mountain Dew Custom Series again this season, or is a truck going to help him get some runs and get some experience for a possible full-time run in season number 6 with Cloud Foster Racing Operations? Stephen Wallace Jr. in this 2017, it's a very strong performance right now of 27th for the brand new team, but they are doing what they can. Only a few tenths off of the top 20, is a second though behind Ryan Butcher. Alex Kraft up front. Tib Foster has actually thrown his hat into the ring. Let's see if we can go find Tib real quick. These 4 still fighting hard apparently, but Cloud trying to jump Jordan Forbes there. See if we can find Tib Foster here. Might be on pit road. There he is. There is Tib Foster, as we said, a Road America winner in his own right back in Season 3. This was the only career win for Tib Foster until season number 5 in the Crown Royal Truck Series. He won at Mosport. A road course ringer for Anjato, but a very strong driver, hoping he can finally break into the chase this season. He was a contender to the end. He could have won at Charlotte and possibly got himself a wild card to get in, just not strong enough on ovals that they needed. And Anjato, if you remember the heartbreak of last season, so many mechanical failures, so many struggling performances. Foster today at Road America trying to give them some hope for the road courses right now in P3. Peter Onjak, though, given himself a possible retirement here. 25th fastest. Man, Peter's really been struggling in his testing campaign and ever since he stepped in the Crown Royal Truck Series. However, Tim Foster, the Season 3 Mountain Dew Custom Series champion, Season 3 Road America race winner. The Anjato team is trying to get someone to build off of this season, and Anderson Reed is a great player for that. But Tim Foster is also a very strong driver. 2 wins on road courses. He has only not won at Sonoma and Watkins Glen of the tracks that he has visited in on a road course. Sonoma, of course, will never be coming back to the Crown Royal Truck Series after what happened last year, and the Watkins Glen road course possibly coming back this season. But Tib Foster happy to see Road America back on the schedule, the site of his first win, the site of the race that put him as a championship contender for the Mountain Dew Custom Series and helped him achieve that championship in season number 3. He's hoping to finally break out in his sophomore season. Hopefully he doesn't get a sophomore slump. There wasn't much to slump off of, but with 1 win at Mosport last season, looking to double it up this year, put himself in the chase. 5 minutes left in testing, and I've already run out of things to talk about, so I guess we could just take a look at some other drivers in the grid and see if I have anything to talk about. Zachary Fitzwater, 6th fastest. Again, we already talked earlier, but it's happy to see him possibly have some speed on road courses. Did very well last season in his CRTS road course starts. At Sonoma, he scored a top 10. Watkins Glen, he was a contender, as well as started on the front row. Fitzy trying to get going here in the Sauber Racing Team 59. Logan Bradley in the 94, the defending Crown Royal 300 race winner. Man, this is a bad commentary tonight, but Logan Bradley in the 94, he's looking to finally make that first full-time season in the CRTS. Right now, following Peter Onjak around the track, he won in the first start of last season in the Crown Royal 300. He ran multiple races for Onjato in the first season of the trucks, came into the trucks in the second season, and won at Daytona. Him and Paul Jackson, the two CRTS winners in the Crown Royal 300, those are two drivers who have not driven full-time, or did not drive full-time in that season, all part-time drivers. So what are we looking at here for this Crown Royal 300 this season? We have not that many part-time drivers, and they all have to race their way in. Logan Bradley last season proved it. He survived the big one, got a help from Zachary Fitzwater, and got pushed to the race victory. Logan Bradley trying to match what that was last season, bring Cloud Foster Racing some hope, but this team, bit of a struggle. CFRO had a lot of downtime last year, a bunch of crashes in the trucks that cost them a ton of money. Now this season, 2 full-time trucks, a big step up over just 1 part-time team. But Bradley for Dodge looking to get this going. With just 3 minutes left, looks like Alex Fletcher, someone hit the dirt there. Not gonna take, I guess we can't take a quick look at that before I go on to what I was going on to. Maybe it was Alex Fletcher? Library? Someone hit the dirt, and I don't know who. Stapleton. Okay, he just went wide. Okay. Well, we're coming to the end of testing. Let's go ahead back and go on board with Ryan Butcher on the visor cam for him this week. We'll take you guys to the end of this test session, discuss the results again. But Ryan Butcher, the fastest in testing, a great performance for him right now in Toyota Racing Development and the TRD engines and all that stuff. I just saw that on the dashboard, don't ask. But SBR tops the charts with Sauber Racing Team on Giotto and 2 more SBR drivers. Let's go ahead on board and listen in on Ryan Butcher. As we are coming to the end of this testing session, I want to point out for all the guys in the chat that 2 of my college buddies have joined the chat and are laughing at me in the group chat, so that's nice. Thank you, Evan and Hayden, for that one. If you see a Vife on the YouTube chat there, go ahead and drop a subscription to him. He makes some gaming videos, or at least I know made some gaming videos. There's your shout out, guys. Anyway, we're getting to the end of testing. Bunch of drivers out there, but Ryan Butcher is the fastest one on track with Alex Kraft, Tim Foster. The Dodges and Toyotas really showing some speed. That is your entire top 9 are all Toyotas and Dodge Rams with the GMC 91 sitting in P10. But as we're coming to the end, we thank you guys for watching. We'll just let you guys enjoy the sounds of the CRTS as Logan Cloud goes very wide in that 91. We'll let you guys enjoy the sounds of the CRTS. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Just a minute left in testing, and we will be done. So as everyone begins to wrap up their final laps, we will take a quick rundown of the lineup here at the end of the final test session of the NSDCA offseason. Ryan Butcher tops the charts with a 2-minute 05.346. The only driver in the 053s. Alex Kraft and Tib Foster both running at 5.4, which is very strong for those two drivers. Tib, of course, a road course ace, but Alex Kraft in a brand new truck for Sauber Racing Team on a part-time deal. Fantastic run getting himself into second. Irving Allison and Matt Sladek come home 4th and 5th, with Zachary Fitzwater 6th, Matty Porta 7th, William Duncan 8th, Riley Spurtube 9th, and Logan Cloud 10th. The one thing we got to say, though, that is fantastic for Ditech Racing in that number 29 Toyota Tundra. Fantastic run. P8 in their first and only test session this offseason. Stapleton climbed his way back to 11th. Jake Galloway takes 12th. DJ Curtis 13th and Matthew Brown in 14th, with Brady Burkhart rounding out the top 15. Colton Lane 16th, Logan Bradley 17th, Maxwell Fye 18th, Jay Jefferson 19th, and Ethan Head 20th. Peter Onjak moves himself into 19th as the test session ends. Great job for him, at least getting in the top 20. That is not the top half of the field, but very strong for that team right at the end. A great push at the end. Ethan Head 21st, Gatlin Downey 22nd, Anthony Lehman 23rd, Vargas, a very good story for that team, 24th after being last in 2 of the previous test sessions. 25th, Stephen Wallace Jr. 26th is Dusty Neal, 27th, Sebastian Kukulon, 28th, Carter Friesen, 29th, Nicky Morris, and 30th, Cody Goforth. 31st, Eli Bright, 32nd, Jordan Forbes, 33rd, Mike Cook, 34th, Alex Fletcher. The bottom 3, not CRTS drivers, but Eli Bright, Cody Goforth, Nicky Morris, Friesen, Kukulon, Neal. That has to be heartbreaking for their teams. Maybe they aren't road course aces, but very poor for full-time drivers, just like Alex Benyako a couple weeks back at Richmond. The top 10 is now locked in. Butcher, Kraft, Foster, Allison, Sladek, Fitzwater, Porta, Duncan, Spurleytube, and Cloud. The top 10. Those guys will get the bonus upgrade points. We thank you for tuning in to the Road America test session. Shortly after this, the JROC will go live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the 6th race out of 7. We thank you all for tuning in. And to my friends from college, don't make fun of me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on the NSDCA.